Hey, Paula Williams with ABCI. It is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, so happy Wins Wednesday. And we are very thankful to have you with us. Whether you're a client of ours or whether you're just joining us on social media, we're really happy to have you along for the journey. So today I just wanted to do a real quick video about how to repurpose content. So, of course, ABCI's specialty is or our mission is to help aviation companies sell more of their products and services. And the best way to do that nowadays is by creating fantastic content. Your customers want to know as much as they can about your product or service before they make a purchase decision. They want to feel good about it. They want to feel educated. And content is the best way to do that. Now, when I say content, it usually starts as an article because that's usually the most substantial form of any particular piece of content. And then it can go through several metamorphoses to get it where you want it to get the maximum value out of that piece of content. So every piece of content that we create for a client is a permanent and versatile asset in their business. Now, what I mean by that is that we have content that we have created many years ago that we are still using. We have catalogs that we're just replacing some images and replacing some pricing, tweaking every year and using them over and over again. We may update a design or something like that, but those are permanent and versatile assets that save us money every time we reuse them. Same thing with marketing content. So we create an article and publish it on our blog. It can be there for years, helping us find new clients or helping new clients find us by looking up a term that's in that blog post, coming to our website and deciding, wow, these people can help me with a problem that I'm having based on an article that we wrote 8 years ago. That's really powerful when you think about it. So thing number one, of course, is always to publish new content on your blog. And we do that because you own your blog. There will never be a question about intellectual property if you publish it first on your blog. It's usually time and date stamped so that you have evidence that you were the first to come up with this idea. It's an original idea from your company. Also, having that material on your blog will help better educate your customers, as I mentioned before, and it will also help you get found on the search engines like Google, because maybe this is the first time that you've mentioned a particular keyword in a particular format on your website, and this just gives Google one more opportunity to send people your way if that content is optimized. So that's thing number one is your website. Thing number two is email. So you can put together email templates for your sales team that they can use whenever a customer has a question about this particular topic, and you happen to have an article that answers that question perfectly. You can add it to an autoresponder series. So, if someone requests information about a particular topic, this can be one of the pieces that gets sent out to them in response to that. You can send it as a regular email or a broadcast or a newsletter to your email list. So that's another way to use this piece of content is email. Number three, you can repurpose this article into a video by having someone talk about it, just like I'm doing here, or you can do an animated explainer video if you choose not to appear on camera. Totally get that. Some days I'm not going to do that. And either way, whether it's live action or whether it's an animated explainer video, you can use that video on social media or your YouTube channel, which I guess is a social media, depending on how you look at it. Okay. You can repurpose your article, especially if it's a pretty data-heavy article, into an infographic. So you take the data in your article, you create charts and graphs and other cool graphics out of it, and you create an infographic for your website. You make sure it's super shareable so that other people will want to use it as well if you're illustrating a point. And you can also share it on social media. So infographic, that's number 4. Number 5, a set of social posts. Now, most substantial articles have 5 or 6 different main points that we could reproduce into stories, carousels, striking images, or insightful text posts, that stand alone. So, that's another way to reuse that article into a set of social posts that is optimized for each of your social channels. So, stories for Instagram, carousels for LinkedIn, posts for Facebook, whatever it is that you use, there is a way to reproduce or recreate or repurpose your information from your blog post into one of or more of those formats. All right. So, those are 5 ways to repurpose your content in a way that's going to keep it going, keep it fresh in your customers' minds. Reusing material, people ask, well, is it insulting to repeat yourself? Absolutely not. Most of us are so busy that we're only going to see one of those 5 deployments of your content. Or even if we see more than one, we're going to see them over the course of time. And when you see the same piece of information in different formats, it's going to hit you differently. And it's going to hit you at a time when you're more or less receptive to it. So repeating that information is never a bad thing. Great. So thank you for joining us. If you would like to get started on a content plan where we create content and deploy it in multiple different formats for you or with you, we'd love to work with you. And we have several different service levels for that for just about any budget. We would urge you to get started before the holidays. I guess it's already Thanksgiving, so we're a little bit late for that. But get started before January of 2023 because we are going to have to raise prices. Our software is going up. Our people costs are going up, just as everyone else's are. So we'd love to have you join us, and we'd love to have you save some money on that service. So we'll talk to you soon, and have a great holiday.
You can fly higher than the sky.